Kimu SDC with you here today, and I'm gonna start it off with a PLH. Peace, love, and happiness with you all day, every day. Are you questioning sometimes your purpose, why you're here on this earth? Are you being grateful when you're questioning those things or when you're doing things? Are you servicing other people? See, today's video is about being gratefully great. And when I say being gratefully great, I mean being an inspiration, serving your purpose, using your talents, whatever they may be. Everybody has their own individual talent. You may be able to do something that somebody else can, but they can't offer what you can. You want to know why? Because you are great. Every day, I wish to inspire greatness in other people. And that's just the beginning of it. And I like to share this positive energy with everybody, so that way I may influence you to be great, to see yourself as great, to see yourself in a greater eye. Because you are great. You're amazing. You're beautiful. If you're beautiful, you're great. But I've seen a lot of times that we have our idea of what great looks like, what great is, and it doesn't serve us. We're not happy with the greatness that we're displaying to others. And it's probably because of the fact that you're not grateful with that greatness. You're not sharing that greatness. You're letting it harness inside of you. And then, therefore, you may become a little arrogant. Your ego may swell up. And I've learned along my journey that, well, first let's backtrack. For a while, and even till today, I've been praised. And of course, it's always welcome. I've been told you're amazing when I give speeches or inspirational talks. That was amazing. That was great. You're wonderful, blase, blase. And I've been given these praises throughout my life. But to me, I didn't see anything different between me and the person that was telling me how, giving me the praises, whether it be someone else's mom, whether it be coworker, whether it be a friend, whether it be a family member, whether it be a mentor or an advisor. I never really understood I never saw what they saw in me. And because I was just being me. I was being authentic in what I had to say. And as I continually progress, people continue to give me these praises, and I'm saying thank you. I always say thank you, but I always ended it on a note where I'm just the average Joe. I'm just like you. But I've realized that even though I may be just like you on the playing field, some people are afraid or haven't even began to express their greatness. So with that greatness that we have inside of ourselves that we don't know of, we begin to see, we see other things that aren't within us. We don't look within. a famous quote that I know everyone has heard is know thyself. And of course, we mistake that phrase, that quote, that wonderful quote, that powerful quote for something less than what it really is. We take it less for its greatness. And know thyself means literally know thyself, but not know thyself externally. We have to know thyself internally, know who we are. I've gone through my life a long time trying to find out what I'm good at after childhood stopped. When my responsibilities began to increase, a lot of the things that I did as a child, whether it was preaching some knowledge, helping another person out, tutoring my peers with their schoolwork, I didn't understand really what I was doing. And those I did at the time, of course, I'm a child, so I don't understand what purpose is. A lot of us, we don't know what our purpose is. We don't know why we're here on this earth. What is supposed to be our service to other people? We're trapped in a society where servicing other people is definitely looked upon. It shows greatness. We know what that looks like. But are we doing it ourselves? That's the greatest question. A lot of people ask me, why do I want to give back, or what is something that I really love to do? And it's always some type of volunteerism or giving back in some way, shape, or form. The same way I'm doing to you. Because of the fact that this is freely given. This comes from within, and I wish to give it to you. And with me now understanding my purpose and now knowing that I'm great, I then begin to become grateful. And the grateful aspect is a very important part of being great, because that allows you to continue to stay humble. You begin to see your greatness. You begin to see your influence. When I go to help people out, very often, I get a thank you. As I always say, the positive energy that you send out, you get in return. It's just the law of exchange. That's how the universe works, the law of exchange. Anything that you put out, you get in return. If you wish to put out negativity, you get negativity in return. If you wish to put out positivity, you therefore get positivity in return. And of course, if you continue to put out greatness, you get greatness in return and appreciation. A lot of people today, they appreciate the greatness that I try to inspire. I don't flaunt my greatness. That's one thing I don't do. I've never been a flaunty person. But I do show my greatness. I show it in a way in which I help others to show their greatness. And helping others show their greatness just tells me that I'm doing, it's an affirmation or reaffirmation that I'm doing something right. I don't wish to just be great, because just being great doesn't really get me anywhere. It doesn't humble me in the way that being gratefully great is humbling. It feels wonderful every time that I go somewhere and I give positive energy in the form of, whether it be poetry or just conversation. I may share some very inspirational words with somebody that I don't even think is inspirational or has as much meaning as they perceived it to have. I just be myself. And being yourself is the key to being great. But first, we have to find out who we are. And when we find out who we are, then we can be great. I could be great. You could be great. He, she, we all can be great. And we're coming up in a time where being great is what we seek the most. But we don't know how to be great. And I'm telling you from personal experience, to find out how to be great, you have to seek the greatness within yourself. I can't tell you that what your purpose is. I can't. That's not for me. That's not for me to say, because then therefore that may alter your judgment of yourself. And therefore it doesn't help you in the long run. It makes you think that this is who you are, and it's really not. I know along my journey, I had people tell me that, oh, I should do this, I should do this, you should do that. Oh, you see that over there? You should be doing this. But I had to realize that that's what you want me to do. But that's not what I want to do. And when you begin to understand those moments where you are happy and you freely can do something, you can freely express your talents, then that is when you find out what your purpose is. It took me a while to find out what my purpose is. I thought my purpose was to do this. I thought my purpose was to do another thing. And then I had to reflect on the times where I was most at peace. And reflecting on those times is always, it could be a struggle, because we are living where it could be it's a while back. And I don't really have any pictures, or that I know of me displaying my purpose. It's funny because we display our purpose and we don't even know it. But because of the fact that we resist who we truly are within, and we act and display what society wishes for us to be, we then lose ourselves. And then the gratitude in which you do disappears. Because you no longer connect your actions to who you are. I know me personally, I wasn't gratefully great at the job that I had, because I could not connect with I couldn't connect with the work itself. I tried again to find my purpose in my work. But the thing was, I didn't like it, and therefore that was my sign that I'm here for a higher purpose. I'm not here to work a 8-hour job and have somebody watching over my shoulder all the time while I continue to do something repetitively, just because I'm chasing a check, just because I feel like if I don't have this job, I can't survive. And that's absolutely false. So I want to definitely encourage you to be great, but not only just be great, but be gratefully great. Because if you're gratefully great, number one, being grateful is one of the highest frequencies that you could be on. And that's just also positive energy. So if you're gratefully great, you're sending out positive energy on one of the highest frequencies into the universe. And then on top of that, you're being great because you're being who you are. You're being what your purpose on this earth is to be. So that's just That's just mad positive energy that you're sending out into the universe whenever you display your greatness to other people. So I want to encourage you to do that on an everyday basis, or at least try. It's always baby steps. But even in the process of becoming gratefully great, or even just being great in the first place, make sure you reflect on who you are and try to find out what your purpose is. Think of those moments where you were happiest and you were at peace. I know when I used to talk to my great grandma, I used to drop some knowledge on her. I was at peace. I could persuade you to believe me. But I realized that there was always symbolism. There was always true knowledge within what I was speaking. So speak your truth. Always be your truth. Always. And then you're going to feel good. And then you're going to be able to do woo all day, every day. Peace, love, and happiness. PLH all day, every day. As always, Kimu SDC over and out. Peace.